Let me ask you something. How many times have you gone to bed promising yourself that tomorrow will be different? You tell yourself you'll wake up early, you'll study hard, you'll finally feel in control of your day. But when morning comes, the alarm rings, and your hand moves almost automatically to hit snooze. Then suddenly, it's noon. You're rushing, half-focused, half-guilty, wondering where the hours went. And at night, that same sinking feeling returns. The guilt, the frustration, the quiet voice that says, "Why can't I just stay consistent?" If that sounds familiar, don't worry. You're not broken. You're human. The problem isn't you, it's your system. Because success as a student doesn't come from random bursts of motivation. It comes from rhythm, from flow, from designing a routine that works with your brain, not against it. Imagine waking up every day feeling calm, organized, and ready. Not perfect, but aligned. That's what a perfect daily routine can do. Not turn you into a robot, but free you from chaos, so your energy goes toward what actually matters. Let's start with your morning, because how you start your day shapes everything that follows. When you wake up, your first victory is simple. Don't snooze. Every time you snooze, you restart a sleep cycle, confusing your brain and stealing your energy for the next few hours. So get up after one alarm. Put it across the room if you have to. The hardest part is those first 10 seconds, but the reward is a clear, focused mind. Next, light and water. The first thing your body needs isn't caffeine, it's sunlight and hydration. Open your curtains. Let natural light tell your brain it's time to wake up. Then drink a full glass of water. Your brain is 75% water, and after a night's rest, it's dehydrated. This simple step boosts alertness faster than coffee ever could. Before diving into your phone, take 5 quiet minutes. Move a little. Stretch. Breathe. Maybe journal one line about your goal for the day. This moment builds control before the world demands your attention. Neuroscience shows that these few minutes of mindfulness lower stress hormones and increase dopamine, the motivation chemical. It's not about being perfect, it's about being present. Then, fuel your focus. A good breakfast isn't just food, it's strategy. Choose something steady. Eggs, oats, fruit, yogurt. Not sugary snacks that crash your energy mid-morning. Think of it as charging your brain battery for the first major task of the day. Finally, before you open a single app or textbook, decide your one most important goal for the morning. Just one. Whether it's finishing a reading, drafting an essay, or revising notes, name it, focus on it, and give it your full attention. That single act of clarity will make the rest of your day smoother. Because winning the morning doesn't mean doing more. It means doing the right things first.
Midday routine, focus, study, and energy management.
By the time the clock hits late morning or noon, most students start to lose momentum. You might feel your focus drifting, your energy fading, or your motivation slipping away. This is the point in the day when most people unconsciously switch to autopilot, scrolling, snacking, or procrastinating. But this is also where your routine can truly make a difference. Midday is not about pushing harder, it's about recharging smarter. Let's start with your study rhythm. Instead of trying to force focus for hours, use the Pomodoro 50-10 method, 50 minutes of deep work followed by a 10-minute break. Why does this work? Because your brain naturally focuses in cycles. After about 50 minutes, concentration dips and your productivity drops sharply. By resting briefly, you reset your attention span and prevent burnout before it starts. During those 10-minute breaks, resist the urge to check social media. Instead, stand up, move around, stretch your shoulders, roll your neck, or even take a short walk. Physical movement boosts blood flow and oxygen to your brain, literally refreshing your mind. A quick stretch does more for your clarity than 10 minutes of scrolling ever could. Now, let's talk about food. Your lunch determines how your body feels for the rest of the afternoon. Choose balanced energy, protein, complex carbs, and some vegetables. Skip heavy fast food or too many sugary drinks. They make you sleepy because your blood sugar spikes and then crashes. Think of your meal as refueling your engine, not overloading it. After lunch, your body naturally wants to rest. That's not laziness, it's biology. Your core temperature dips, signaling that it's okay to slow down. Instead of fighting it, use it. A 15 to 20-minute nap can boost memory, creativity, and alertness for the rest of the day. Keep it short though. Too long and you'll wake up groggy. Then, reset your direction. Take a few minutes to review what you've already done and what's still ahead. Write down 3 small wins from the morning. Even simple things like finished one reading or didn't snooze my alarm. This reinforces progress and builds motivation through positive reinforcement.
Next, plan your next study block. Not just what to do, but where and how long. Change your study environment if you can. A new spot, even a different corner of your room, helps your brain re-engage. Environmental cues are powerful triggers for focus. Psychologists call this context-dependent memory. And here's a simple but powerful trick. Before you start your next study session, take one deep breath and remind yourself why you're doing this. Not for grades alone, but for growth, for discipline, for your future self. This mindset shift transforms your study time from a chore into an act of self-respect. Midday is your balancing point, where energy meets discipline. You don't have to be perfect. You just need to manage the rhythm. The morning builds your momentum. Now midday sustains it. Evening, reflection, creativity, and reconnection. As the sun begins to set and classes or study sessions come to an end, something subtle happens. Your brain starts to shift gears. The rush of the morning fades, the intensity of midday work eases, and you step into a quieter rhythm. But here's where many students stumble. Evenings are often when good intentions fall apart. You tell yourself you'll take a short break, and before you know it, hours have passed. The evening can either be your recovery zone or your regret zone. It depends on how you design it. Start your evening with a transition ritual. Don't carry the stress of studying straight into your personal time. Close your laptop, stretch your arms, and step away from your workspace. Even something as small as changing clothes, washing your face, or lighting a candle signals to your mind that you're shifting from work mode to restore mode. This helps your brain release tension and allows your thoughts to settle. Next, do a short movement session. Nothing intense, just 20 to 30 minutes of light exercise like walking, yoga, or cycling. Physical activity in the evening helps your body release built-up cortisol, the stress hormone that piles up during the day. When your muscles move, your mind unwinds. It's not about fitness perfection, it's about emotional reset. After that, eat a balanced dinner, ideally at least 2 hours before bedtime. Focus on foods that help you relax, lean proteins, complex carbs, and maybe a cup of warm tea. Avoid heavy meals or caffeine late in the day. They keep your nervous system active when it should be winding down. Think of dinner as your bridge between productivity and peace. Now, let's talk about reflection. Take 10 minutes to journal or plan tomorrow. Write down what went well today and what you can improve. This is not about criticism, it's about closure. Psychologically, when you put your thoughts into words, your mind stops replaying them at night. It's like clearing tabs in your mental browser so you can truly rest. Then comes your connection time, with yourself or others. Call a friend, chat with family, or simply listen to music that makes you feel grounded. We humans are wired for connection, and even short moments of genuine interaction trigger oxytocin, the feel-good hormone that reduces stress and anxiety. Finally, give yourself permission to unplug. Turn off screens at least 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Blue light from devices suppresses melatonin, your natural sleep hormone, and tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime. Try reading, stretching, or listening to calm music instead. Evenings are where balance is built. They're not about cramming more work in. They're about preparing your mind and body for tomorrow's strength. The goal isn't to be endlessly productive. It's to recover with purpose. When you use your evenings intentionally, your next morning begins strong, clear, and ready. Night. Rest, recharge, and mental reset. Nighttime. The world grows quiet. The pace slows down. This is the part of the day that most people overlook. Yet it's where your future is quietly built. Because the way you spend your night determines the quality of your morning, and your morning shapes your entire tomorrow. Most students either stay up too late scrolling, binge-watching, or trying to catch up on what they didn't finish during the day. But the truth is, real success doesn't come from how long you stay awake. It comes from how deeply you rest. Your night routine isn't about doing more. It's about letting go. Start by setting a cutoff time for work and study, ideally 1 hour before you plan to sleep. When that moment comes, close your books and devices. Tell yourself, I've done enough for today. This small act of self-trust helps your brain stop cycling through unfinished thoughts. You're signaling to your mind that it's safe to rest. Next, dim the lights in your room. Light controls your circadian rhythm, the internal clock that tells your body when to sleep. Lowering brightness helps melatonin rise, preparing you for deeper rest. If you study under harsh lights until midnight, your brain won't recognize that it's time to power down. So make your space gentle, calm, and warm. Now, focus on mental release. Before bed, spend a few minutes reflecting, not on what you failed to do, but on what you accomplished. Gratitude journaling is powerful here. Write down 3 small things that went right today, no matter how simple. It could be, I focused better during class, I drank enough water, or I helped a friend. Gratitude rewires your brain to notice progress instead of problems, which reduces anxiety and builds resilience over time. Then, engage in a wind-down ritual that tells your body it's bedtime. You might stretch gently, listen to ambient music, or read a few pages of a light book. Avoid motivational content or anything too stimulating. Your brain should feel safe, not alert. Think of this as tucking your mind in for the night.
If you struggle to fall asleep, try box breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold again for 4. This simple rhythm slows your heart rate and activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the body's natural calm mode. Within minutes, your thoughts begin to quiet. And finally, make your sleep environment sacred. Keep your room cool, dark, and clutter-free. Your bed should be a place of peace, not stress. Consistent sleep, around 7 to 8 hours, boosts memory, focus, mood, and even creativity. Science shows that during deep sleep, your brain literally cleans out waste proteins that build up during waking hours. Sleep isn't lost time. It's where your body and mind rebuild themselves. So tonight, don't chase more hours awake. Chase better rest. The real warriors of discipline know when to stop. A peaceful night is not laziness. It's the foundation of tomorrow's strength. Mindset and the 30-day challenge conclusion. Now that you've built your perfect daily rhythm, morning, midday, evening, and night, there's one final piece that ties it all together: your mindset. Because no routine, no planner, no perfect strategy can change your life unless your thoughts and beliefs evolve with it. Discipline begins in the mind long before it shows up in your actions. Let's be honest, there will be days when you don't follow the plan. Days when you oversleep, skip your study session, or lose focus halfway through a lecture. And that's okay. Growth isn't a straight line. It's a heartbeat, up and down, yet always moving forward. The real secret isn't to be perfect, it's to be consistent enough. Start by reminding yourself every morning: progress over perfection. When you wake up and follow even one small habit, making your bed, drinking water, writing a to-do list, you're telling your brain that you're someone who shows up. Psychologically, this builds what researchers call identity-based motivation. You don't just do the routine, you become the kind of person who values structure, clarity, and purpose. Next, adopt a growth mindset. Instead of saying, "I'm bad at studying," or "I can't focus," try, "I'm learning how to focus better." That one change rewires your brain's relationship with effort. Neuroscience shows that when you frame struggle as growth, your brain releases dopamine during learning, turning effort into motivation instead of frustration. And here's something powerful: forgive yourself for slow days. Self-compassion isn't weakness, it's fuel. The kinder you are to yourself when you fail, the faster you recover. People who show self-compassion are proven to stay motivated longer than those who constantly self-criticize. So, when you fall off track, don't quit, recalibrate. Reset your intention and start again tomorrow. Finally, remember why you're doing all this. Not just for grades, not just for praise, but to build a life of discipline, peace, and confidence. To wake up every morning knowing you're taking charge of your future. That's the power of a daily routine. It's not about control, it's about freedom. Freedom from chaos, from stress, from that endless feeling of being behind. So here's my challenge for you, a 30-day routine challenge. For the next 30 days, follow this structure, morning to night. Don't aim for perfection, aim for effort. Write down one habit you completed each day. Watch how small actions compound into massive change. And when you start to feel the difference, When your mornings become calmer, your focus sharper, and your nights more peaceful, come back here. Share your journey in the comments. Inspire someone else to start theirs. Because this isn't just about routines. It's about who you're becoming in the process. Stronger, more centered, and more capable than you ever imagined. So take a deep breath. Tomorrow is a blank page. Your routine is the pen. Go write the story you deserve to live. And if this message lit something inside you, make sure to subscribe. Not just to the channel, but to the idea that you can always become better. One day, one habit, one choice at a time.